That's going to be game. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, ghouls and goblins, welcome back and thank you so much for taking the time to watch Hello Good Game. Today we are playing with an Orzhov color-based black and white Angel Graveyard Recursion deck. You heard me right, we are replaying Angels from the grave. If you find any value within today's video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the channel to all of your friends, family, and MTG playgroups. Support financially on Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, our Amazon link, and our Grey Viking Games link. If you're watching this video live, we give away $10 every single video to someone who likes and comments on the video. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Once it hits 100 likes during the live premiere, I pull a comment at random. Boom, $10 every day, twice a day. There's more than that, of course. We have a 500,000 gem giveaway. 500,000 gems I've been giving away throughout my career. We still have a lot more to go. We also have 100 one-on-one sessions with myself coming with a $20 USD prize as well. Free cash prize monthly tournaments, Brawl and Artisan to help support the beginner community. Again, these are free entry with cash prizes. We have so much more going on. Join the community, introduce yourself, say hello. I'm looking forward to meeting you. With this all out of the way, let's check out the deck, right? Let's get into it. Alrighty then. 2.5 average mana cost. So we're looking a little bit aggressive here. 20 creatures, 19 non-creatures. That's very balanced. 21 land, I think respectively reflects the 2.5 average converted mana cost. And of course, it looks like we do have some module faced cards like Emeria's Call and Agadeem's Awakening in the deck, which would really bring us to a clean 24 lands in deck. But before we really break down the lands, let's talk about some more of the interesting aspects to the deck. Again, we're going to do each individual card, talking about the strengths, the weaknesses, why it was chosen to be included in the deck, moving forward to our strategies and synergies. How do all of these individual cards mesh together to form a coherent archetype? Moving now into the gameplay footage, talking through the interactions and playlines that we encounter within the meta, wrapping up with some final thoughts, just having some fun with our day, right? Thank you again for your time and attention. Make sure to download Magic the Gathering Arena Assistant, available for free to everyone, LOL, on Windows at least, not on the phones, not on Macs. I'm so sorry. There are other options for you. Check out the Deck Advisor. This is my favorite part. You go to the collection tab, then Deck Advisor. It analyzes your collection, and you can play decks based on cards you have. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. That's going to be available for free to everybody in the description below. Google Hello Good Game Linktree to find all of my links if you can't find it in the description below. I know some people have a hard time with that. I don't know how, but you can just Google it and find it as well. So with now all of that fun stuff out of the way, let's talk about the deck. Starting out with our 1-drops, we have 4 copies of the the Speaker of the Heavens. We also have 4 copies of the Archfiend's Vessel, but we'll talk about the Speaker first, I guess. This is it's the black shirt. I'm going to be honest. It drew me right to it. It's like a magnetic attraction at this point. But anyways, the Speaker of the Heavens is a 1/1 with Vigilance and Lifelink. We can tap it to create a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying, activating this ability only if we have 7 or more life than our starting total, and only anytime we could cast a sorcery. So it needs to be on our turn, right? It needs to be on one of our main phases, whether it's first or second, and then we need to have 27 life because we're playing standard. This shouldn't be too hard to accomplish because we have a lot of life gain in the deck. I personally love the Speaker of Heavens because it has high interaction early game and big consequences late game if your opponent doesn't deal with it. And like I mentioned earlier, we are playing a graveyard recursion deck, bringing things back from the grave. So if our opponent kills it, that's fine. It's removal spells out of their hand that we don't have to deal with later. And if we can just kind of get ahead with that value factor, it's going to be helpful. And again, if they don't remove it, then we're one step closer to 27 life, which is okay as well. Typically, we would prefer them to remove something like the Archfiend's Vessel. This is a 1/1 with lifelink, and whenever Archfiend's Vessel enters the battlefield from the graveyard, or you cast it from the graveyard, you'll exile it, creating a 5/5 black demon creature token with flying in its place. a woof. That's not an angel, but it hits just as hard, even a little bit harder. The Vessel is amazing in the deck. Again, because it has the lifelink, it's pushing us up to 27. Plus, when it dies and we bring it back, it's going to make a big old flyer to deal damage alongside our angels. Our last one drop, 3 copies of Village Rites, instant speed. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature to draw 2 cards. This is great. You know, it's very cheap. We want to put the Vessel in the grave anyways, so there's no harm, no foul there if that's our only option. However, we can interrupt any of our opponent's removal with this. We can also potentially do a chump block this way, and that's really going to help us out long term because that creature would have died anyways to the removal. For example, a Bone Crusher Giant. We Village Rites the Vessel or the Speaker. We get to draw 2 cards. It would have died anyways. And now, if it was a Bone Crusher Giant, the Giant goes to the graveyard as well as Stomp, which is nice because it's got no target. Therefore, it just dies. Or, you know, we just interrupt a shock or whatever it happens to be. And that's fine too because we still got value through the draw. So it's very good at interrupting adventure cards. And it's, you know, moderately good at just getting value from normal removal. Talking about normal removal, we have a little bit of our own. Dire Tactics at instant speed. This is our first 2-drop. Exile target creature. If you don't control a human, you lose life equal to that creature's toughness. Well, that's actually not a problem because I don't know if you noticed, but the Speaker of Heavens is a human. The Archfiend's Vessel is a human. We have also 4 copies of the Luminarch Aspirant, another human. A 1/1, and at the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. This is great because those counters go on the Speaker, they go on the Archfiend's Vessel, increasing their lifelink. That's absolutely amazing. Into our 3 drops now. 4 copies of the Righteous Valkyrie, a 2/4 with flying, and whenever another angel or cleric enters the battlefield under your control, you gain life equal to that card's toughness or that creature's toughness. And as long as you have 7 or more life than your starting total, creatures you control get +2/+2. Absolutely amazing. You know, we have the Speaker, we have the Vessel. If those get +2/+2, you know, that's even more life gain for us. And the Righteous Valkyrie is a stackable creature, which is really nice. 4 copies of our Skyclave Apparition, a 2/2. When it enters play, exile up to 1 target non-land, non-token permanent that we don't control with mana cost 4 or less until the apparition leaves the battlefield, at which point the opponent will get an XX blue illusion creature token equal to that card that was exiled converted mana cost. Not too shabby. This is great because, you know, you're dealing with anything that your opponent has in play on curve, right? Even if they're on the play and you were on the draw, you know, they're on turn 4, you're on turn 3, you still get to take it, which is really quite nice. 3 copies of Call of the Death Dweller at sorcery speed. Return up to 2 target creature cards with total converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Put a Death Touch counter on one of them, or either of them, right? And then a Menace counter on either of them as well. Really, really nice. You know, it's bringing back our Speaker, our Vessel, our Aspirant, even, you know, our Apparition or Valkyrie potentially. Speaking of bringing back the goodies, we have Ascent of the Worthy. Now, this is actually what the deck was originally based around, and I do think that we could begin to push more copies in and trim the Death Dweller a bit because of the overwhelming support through the synergies that we've uncovered today. So choose a creature you control until the your next turn. All damage that would be dealt to creatures you control is dealt to that creature instead. You know, originally I wanted to use this with Brash Taunter, right, for that ability. But if we have the Vessel in play, you know, we play Ascent of the Worthy, we can now attack with the Speaker, right, or defend, whatever it happens to be. We're gaining that life, which is great. And, you know, we can block and interrupt the damage. Say we've got a Speaker in play or a Vessel in play and an Aspirant. We can interrupt that damage and basically give the Luminarch Aspirant indestructible, right? Because we're naming the Vessel, then we block with both the Vessel and the Aspirant. So all of that damage was from our creatures goes to the Vessel instead, which is nice because we want to be sending that to the grave And on the final step here, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a flying counter on it. If, you know, that creature is now an Angel Warrior in addition to its other types as well. Ideally, you know, you are bringing out something like your Luminarch Aspirant, your Skyclave Apparition. But, you know, there is the scenario where you named the vessel, you're getting the vessel back. That's fine. It's going to enter as the vessel, exile itself. It comes in as the flying demon. It's not that bad, right? That's pretty good. You can also take back your Luminarch Aspirant. This is really good because it comes in now with flying, which is super, super helpful for that. You know, flying on your speaker and vessel. Well, the vessel is going to have flying anyways through the demon, but flying on your speaker is also really nice. So, you know, this was the card that we based the deck around. I am looking forward to playing with it a lot more in other decks. But again, that's going to come down the pipeline later for you guys. And as far as this deck, it actually worked a lot better than I was originally planning. And I'm looking forward to tuning the deck and, you know, focusing it more around Ascent of the Worthy. We have a single copy of Agadeem's Awakening for 3+X at sorcery speed. Return from your graveyard to the battlefield any number of target creature cards that have different converted mana costs of X or less. If we cast it for 6, we get a 1, 2, and a 3 drop. If we cast it for 5, we get a 1 and a 2 drop. If we cast it for 4, we just get a 1 drop. Easy. We have a single 4 drop in the deck, Firja's Retribution. Create a 4/4 Angel with Flying and Vigilance when it enters. Next up, until the end of your turn, angels you control gain tap to destroy target creature with power less than this creature's power. This has high synergy with Luminarch Aspirant because we can just push our angels up and then they can kill bigger and badder things. And of course, angels you control gain double strike until the end of turn. That's really, really good for us as well. You know, getting a couple angels in the air with double strike should be easy kills. And speaking of angels, we have Emeria's Call ×2. For 7 mana, create 2 4/4 Angel Warrior creature tokens with flying. Non-angels that we control gain indestructible until the next turn. You know, the speaker, the vessel, the Luminarch, stuff like this. 4 pathways, 4 passages, 4 swamps, 2 Locthwains. Tap for 4, draw a card, lose life equal to the number of cards in your hand, and 7 planes. No sideboard. We're playing best of 1. So that's the deck list. As far as your overall strategy and synergy goes, you know, you want to be stacking angels while accumulating 27 life. The 27 life is easily accomplished through the speaker, through the vessel, comboed with the Luminarch Aspirant. The Luminarch Aspirants +1/+1 counters go on the speaker, they go on the vessel, they do their attacking shenanigans, we gain a bunch of life, right? Then we get the Valkyrie out. Sure, we start replaying angels on top, or clerics on top that may have died through Call of the Death Dweller, through Ascent of the Worthy, right? You know, they're back in play. Righteous Valkyrie is gaining life when they enter play. This is great. The Retribution enters play. There's an angel on top of the Valkyrie, more life. We should be at 27 already. And then we can hit home with all of the damage. Of course, we do have removal within the tactics, within the apparition, and a little bit of semi-disruption through Village Rites. So a very well-balanced deck as far as I'm concerned, and it's performing considerably well, you know, for what's actually here. I'm liking the feel of it, and I think that we just need to begin fine-tuning it a little bit. So let me know what you guys think while you watch the gameplay footage. What performed better than you thought it would, and what kind of underperformed, and then we can come back after the gameplay footage, wrap up, and have that discussion, and really try to make the deck its best possible version to wrap up. So thank you guys all for your time and attention. I really appreciate the effort you've all been showcasing here throughout the live premieres, you know, chatting, helping me build the community, all of this. Of course, you know, you had the call to actions at the start: liking, commenting, subscribing, telling your friends, financial support on Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, our Amazon link, and our Grey Viking Games link. Of course, we have all of the giveaways, you know, to show our support for the help that we've been receiving. Big cheers to all of you, because without, you know, all that financial help, none of these giveaways would be possible. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Enjoy today's gameplay footage, and we'll be back with our wrap-up thoughts right away. Going first, that's great. MTG Yoshi. What an amazing name. Yahoo! Actually, Yoshi's sound is weird. It's like, I can't even make it. I love Mario, though. I grew up on Nintendo. The Mario universe is a universe worth living in. Yoshi, are you trying to trick us? We have trickery incoming? Those are some pretty aggressive mulligans. I do not know. Oh, I think it was. Let's try our best. You know, we do have tactics in play with a human already, so that's good. Let's see this skill-breaking play. No, I don't think it is trickery. No attacks. We could dire tactics the token and apparition Lovestruck. That's an option for us, I guess, right? We could do something with that. Ooh, we could do something with that too if we get another planes. Let's see what happens here. Just kind of playing it slow. Assembling our field, even though we're not rushing to 27 immediately. It's okay, it's not the worst. We're gonna let this 5/5 hit. Oh, it's a mammoth. Both are okay. We don't have the Skyclave mana yet, so we'll just dire tactics that thing. And I don't want them to play the land, you know, and have that available, so we'll do it now. We could have waited till their upkeep, but it really doesn't matter. Let's hit for 2. So now there's not a turn 4 Great Henge, right? And now that helps us quite a bit. They play their 4th land. That would have been a free henge because the mammoth would have went to 7. Right? Crazy. It is Gruul as well. So we've got some red stuff to deal with. Okay, another 1/1. Annoying. Can we get a plains off the top? No. That is not good. Not good, not good, not good. If we can get there, you know, it's going to help out, but our whole hand... Oh, there's the henge. Right? We didn't get the land. So sad. And now they're basically into what I would describe as an infinity draw. Play a creature, draw a creature, play a creature, draw a creature. Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is. They didn't attack. So let's go up, right? We are getting close, boy. Down to 16. Are we going to get Ember Cleaved? Are we going to get punished for trying to play slow against a fast deck? You know, we're close. We're at 25. We've got some decent blockers here. It looks like they're spending their mana without playing a second red source. Oh, hot dog. A hot dog. That's a good play, Billy. They do get the second red source in play. They want to attack with the ooze first. Okay, we can chump that up. We are taking 5 though. Well, basically 4. It hurts, right? That's not a good feeling. Angels are in play. They take our dude. I get that. The life gain that they have going on is kind of annoying. And we should have double tapped on these. We should have not attacked there. Oops. Right, we should have not attacked with the Valkyrie and killed that other 1/1. And then the Lovestruck Beast wouldn't be attacking. But we're okay, right? We're getting double strike. So we're hitting for 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, reach in the house. Little bit of reach in my life. Little bit of 5 CMC so I can't exile you. Okay, the plot thickens. Plot thickens. We're at 21. We can go to 23. Double strike doesn't matter because Gargaroth. Take some damage. It's so annoying. We definitely should have killed that token. That's such a misplay. And then it like basically has to block us. No, it just lets it go through. Down to 7. You know, I'm not feeling comfortable. You know, I feel threatened. I want to call for help. Need an adult. Oh my gosh. Another beast in play. Good game. Right, let's just back out probably. Especially if they gain life here. I'm hitting for 6. You just can't do it. Like, if we're just go to die, it doesn't work. So we have to try to block as effectively as we can without losing it. But math. And, yeah, a harder game than I would have liked. Our opponent plays first. Let's keep 7. See where it takes us. Last match, I don't know if killing that 1/1 would have really stopped anything. They would have still played Elder Gargaroth. And we still would have got beat down. Right? So, you know, that sucks. And we don't have much to deal with our opponent's threats other than dire tactics. And we kind of spent that already, so, you know, maybe we'll be more sparing and try not to use dire tactics. I'm sure we just get slayed here. We will buff up the vessel, though. Or they just nuke it immediately. Okay, cool. Cool, 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 bro. We're gonna pop that right back into existence as quick as we can. I guess we'll push the worthy out first. We'll just stop the damage they do. Typically, this is a lot nicer, you know, if we have the Arc, or the Aspirant in play. We don't, though, so, you know, the Worthy doesn't really save it. Oh. That hurts. Right, we have no creature to throw in. We just take the block, grab the life. Let's go straight for it. Counters go on the Aspirant. Vessel comes back as a 5/5 demon. And I'm pretty sure that should slow them down a little bit. Again, they've got Destroy. They've got, oh, the Archon of War, right? You know, Claim the Firstborn takes it as well. So it's not over yet. They've got lots of answers. But our board state does feel healthy, right? They need to remove the Aspirant. Okay. We might need to auto order these, or like manually order these stacks, because we want to sack the Aspirant before the Worthy pops. Right, we send that to the grave, and then we just bring it right back with flying. They are low on cards. Do you think we can get away with it? Or do we just wait? I think we do it right. Oh, I forgot about Doom Foretold. I 100% forgot about Doom Foretold. We should have put the counter on the Luminarch. Or, sorry, on the Valkyrie. Oh, no. So, a couple of misplays there. As long as we can hold on to that Valkyrie. 5 engrave. 4 engrave. Basically 3, because Croaks is one of them. Oh, Kaya in the house.
I just want to get in, get out, and finish the job.
Minus is on our Valkyrie. Shoot.
It's the least you deserve.
Yeah, this is game. This isn't going to work out for us. They have to block. No, they just lose Kaya. Do they hold another in hand?
This is gonna be one of those jobs.
Let's keep the call to discard if it's Kroxa. I want to play the Aspirant. Land is fine. Oh, they can play Kroxa. Great. Cool, 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 cool. We don't have the Valkyrie, so we're not going, you know, super villain mode. They're upset they didn't get a free card. Tome in play. Which is fine. Oh, this sucks, though. We need another Skyclave Apparition off the top. And we're just dead. I don't think this is enough. I mean, we have lethal, potentially. I don't know. What do you think, Maya? Is this going to be enough? Probably not. Our opponent's probably got removal and discard, and they're going to make us hate our lives. Eh? Probably. Let's see. Okay, so if they got 2 in hand, they can draw with the tome again, which I think they're going to do. Takes them down to 4 mana. Did they get an answer? Oh, did they get an answer? No, they didn't. Down to 1 mana. They're looking for a Blood Chief's Thirst. Do they get an answer? 2 mana. Could be a bunch of things now, not just Blood Chief's Thirst. Oh. So that is good. That is real good for them. We don't lose life, but we will now. So we're taking 10 damage. Wow. That's a lot of damage, man. I think we're okay, though. We gain double strike. Oh, they get the angel that enters. No. No, 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 no. We would have had lethal if not for the God of Fright stealing our stuff. No trample either. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Alright, guys. This deck was performing earlier, I swear. We're gonna get there. We'll get some wins, don't worry. This is it. I can feel it. Redemption begins now. Against Yorion? Whew, maybe. Black source and play for the vessel. Then the Luminarch Aspirant, of course. Oh, they're playing slow. Yorion always plays solo, right? We have to avoid the wipe. Go lifelink. I believe in you. They might scoop when they see our turn 3 if they don't have an answer. Simic? Cobra? No ramp for you. We're at 25. This is something. They kill the aspirant. That's their turn. Hopefully they don't have a bounce spell. Let's thin our library. All right. We got the buff. We're at 27. So Stomp's not going to work. The only thing that really works is, you know, Into the Royal, Brazen Borrower, stuff like this. They could bounce our Valkyrie. They could bounce the Vessel. Okay, that's a play. Oh, I thought they were gonna Tibalt us. That kind of sucks. Try to target it real quick. Maybe they'll do it ahead of time. I don't know. Want that extra life. And because we're already at 27, it comes in as a 3/3, so we gain 3 life instead of 1. Stop it. There's also that one card. It's like, it's really cheap. Righteous Blow or something, and it attacking or defending creature gets +7/+7. I think it's only defending creature, but it's pretty cool. Let's try to get some more wins. Well, as much as I would love to keep this hand, I can't do it. I absolutely cannot justify it. This, on the other hand, it's a little wacky, but it'll work. We can do it. Keep 6, toss nothing because I can't make up my mind. Village Rites can go. How about that? Let's just make sure that turn 2 Dire Tactics is an actual option for us. I mean, I don't see anything scaring us, but... Alright, so we can go in slow. This means... just take that damage. And now we have the Apparition to deal with it instead. The ooze. The ooze. Right? That's what you guys do when the ooze enters play, right? Isn't it? It's not, that's a normal thing. Snag. So the ooze actually really hurts us because we have so much recursion in the deck. Yorvo. Hit for 3, up to 23 in our library with the passage. Another Oozle. Take another swamp. Oh. We'll play defensively. They're reading Ascent of the Worthy. All of our damage goes to the Apparition. But it doesn't matter because they have another Ooze in play. So, you know, if they're going to attack, I might let it go through. Right? Because they have the ability just to immediately eat Skyclave with the oozes that they're getting from who knows where, just out of the ether to shut down our deck perfectly. Oh, man. Teddy Bear Slayer. Really? Like, that has no effect on the match whatsoever. Why would you even spend your time doing that? I mean, it sucks, but they've got a counter for it, so it doesn't work. They have a hard counter for it, and it doesn't work. Free Scavenging Oozes right on the top against a Recursion deck. That's cool. Going first. Going first, going first, going first. Let's try it out. Let's try not to get stomped immediately. Like, it's not a stomp, it's a frostbite. This is a stomp, bro. Look at all these Fabled Passages, too. So much for hand smoothing. I swear, you guys, it's like hand chunking. Yeah, wow. Real mature, Bradley. Rest in peace, my gaming career. Got frostbit. I got frostbit. We have less cards than you. Haha, haha. Can I get another frostbite, mon? Surely they've got Stomp in deck, too. Okay. Gonna get you, Thorbrand. All right, we're getting set up. Look at us go. Look at us go. Killing it. I don't want to give them a 4-4. I'd rather give them a 2-2 so we push up the Apparition that's got the 4-4 underneath of it. Again, they're going to take the Aspirant over all of them, but you got to do what you got to do. You got to do the do before you got to do the do. Man, I hate that. Maybe we get a land off the top. Hallelujah. Maybe we don't get cleaved here. Hallelujah. But I'm doubting it, bro. Slamber cleave. Coming down. Downtown for 10. Next stop, you lose. It hurts. It absolutely kills me. Nice. Annex off the top. That's really cool, bro. So they can switch their Embercleave target because they have 3 mana up as well. After the giant dies here. Hit the angels first. Attaboy. They do the do. They do the do. Really? Wow. That's ridiculous. Nice. Oh, they don't equip. They'll equip it next turn. Not enough. Not enough. Not enough. Not enough. Not enough. Good game, Jeffrey. Why didn't they put their cleave on? That seems silly. What if this goes there? Oh, but they're gonna pump everybody by 1, right? What if it's like that and we just take 4? I mean, the satyrs are ultra annoying, don't get me wrong. Plus they get the tokens, which is also really bad for us. And this does nothing. We should have left Annex alone. Woof. We're having tough luck today. So this doesn't work. And this is supposed to? Jesus. What a world. From all black land to all white land. All right. I mean, if they kill it, we can pull it back. This is good. Bro, what are you doing? Another aspirant's not bad. Spreading our threat. Really? I mean, I guess they just gain the life. We get to replay it, which is cool. They're gonna extinction event on even. And then that's game. It's kind of sad how good extinction event is. Well, what's it gonna be, Vlad? There's that 4th land. We are all eagerly waiting to oh, Liliana with the minus.
Seize the day, my minions.
Interesting.
You can scream.
I don't think they looked at our hand. I mean, I know they did, that's the joke, right? But we're gonna do the do, bruh. We'll kill Lily, and we'll take a nice hit. We're at 23. We have both odds and evens. So what we're more scared of now is a Storm's Wrath. Right? So we need to get some guys above 4. Because Storm's Wrath would nuke us. Let's pray they don't have it. The God of Fright. It's a decent hit. We may as well play the land. You know, the discard, if they have it, does nothing. I'm more worried about the sacrifice effects. 2 cards in hand. So we're getting close to the end game here. The rest, it's a plains. Nice. Okay, that is tasty. And then we discard it. Proxa, they don't have enough to replay it. Take our land. They take our land. That's going to be game. Let's see how it folds out. We got lucky, I guess. A couple awkward plays by them. The duress was one of them. Luminarch Aspirant, such a good card. Can't get over it. Bloodchief's Thirst on an Angel. Okay. I get it. I get it. We could potentially lose 1 life instead of 3. No. We lose 4. You had to try. And we gave them a passage. Oh, maybe that was a bad idea. Well, not sure it matters. I'm not sure it matters. Maybe it was actually good because we got it out of the way, which allowed us to access the Skyclave faster. Good game. Okay. So we're executing a little bit better. We can do better, though. Let's get another. Going first to land. Hot dog. We have Speaker Aspirant, which is just as good as Vessel Aspirant. Hopefully we can pick up another plains. Our opponent is playing slow. Good news for us. It's not a plains. Hit for 2. Don't mind if I do. We're at 22, they're at 18. Full hand. Here comes the removal. Gulp. Let's take our hit. We hold up Village Rites. We can call up the Death Dweller. If not, we Retribution. I wish we would have kept call. Retribution in play. That represents a hefty amount of damage. Right? It's gonna be 6-6 with double strike. No, a 7-7. Oh, they hit evens. That's game. That is a very good game, sir. There's no way we get back from that. The discard hurts so hard. Now they've got life gain. It's annoying and I hate it. Just lose our angel, basically. What? I blocked that. What the hell? I 100% declared a blocker there. Wow. And we pick up a land off the top. Really cool stuff, Magic. Well, well, well. Arena, you got the best of me this one. I'm not a proud man. I've got a schedule to keep. I can't win every game all day, every day. I wish I could. Admittedly, we went on a 4 or 5 game win streak while we were deck testing this in the play queue. It performed perfectly. I was overconfident in myself. We hit ranked? No. Land chunking engaged. Right? And then you get those gross matchups. But we still got wins, right? It's not a deck that doesn't win. We lost more than I would like to have, but it just means that greener pastures are ahead, right? You can't always have bad luck. You can't always, well, no, you can't always misplay because it stings so bad that you learn from it. And that's what it's all about. So I guess a nice topic for, you know, the, I want to call it an exposition. That can't be right. But the closeout here is, you know, don't let the losses hurt, right? I know they can sting, especially when they start to pile up. You get multiples in a row. It's like, well, this deck sucks. You know, probably not. The deck's probably fine. You're probably just in a bad streak, right? It happens. To go 1 win, 1 loss perfectly forever is, you know, unlikely. Professional win rates, you know, 54%, something like this. So if you win in 10 games in a row, you know, like, you're gonna lose 10 games in a row as well, right? All things are relatively balanced. Well, you might not lose, well, you might lose 11 in a row. You might only lose 9 in a row. But you know, those just like the shuffler, right? Where it seems to chunk out your cards. You pull 4 of a single copy, or your opponent's got 15 crabs in play turn 4. It's like, what is happening? It's just random. And as you know, a species who's like obsessed with pattern recognition, I feel like when things are being done so much and then we get like those weird outliers, like the weird streaks, you know, then it signifies, you know, something that's incorrect to us. But it's actually just, it would be less correct if it didn't happen, right? It would be, you know, more voodoo or whatever you want to call it if it was always 1 win, 1 loss, 2 wins, 2 losses, right? And it was more, you know, like heads, tails perfectly, but the sample size is so large that you begin to get these weird outliers that balance each other out, I believe anyways, which is cool. It's interesting. It's a weird thought. Anyways, I'm rambling. As far as the deck goes, how are we improving it? I want to play more Ascent of the Worthy. I think that's worthwhile just for bringing things back from the grave. I do want to somehow be discarding something massive. You know what I mean? Like, how can we discard the biggest creature that, like, how do we discard a Rune Demon? Something like this. So let's pull it up. How can we discard a Rune Demon right away? 6-drop, 6/6. When it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for exactly 2 cards not named the Rune Demon that have different names. If you do, reveal those cards, and opponent chooses one of them, then puts that card into your hand and the other in the graveyard, then shuffle your library, right? You know, this is like an option. How do we get this discarded super early? That's you know, maybe it's a different deck, but I'm really liking this Ascent of the Worthy, and I want to play with it more. I think that this is a good option, especially with all of the rogues in play, right? The Graveyard Recursion, I think is pretty cool. We had the dragons the other day, and now we're doing the angels. So I think that the Graveyard Recursion is healthier than anyone's really shown its respect to or whatever. I think we'll see more of it, is what I mean to say. Dire Tactics fits perfectly in the deck. Everything seems to fit perfectly, but I am unsure how to make it better. So let me know. You guys are all those giga-brained individuals in the comments below. Hit me up. How are we going to make the deck better? Thank you for your time and attention. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the channel to your friends, support financially on Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, Amazon, our Great Games, Vikings affiliate, whatever the heck it is. And more importantly than all of this, you guys, go have yourselves a great day, a magical day, if you will, and we'll see you soon in the next video.